Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over page 40, Elimination Part 6. Go ahead and add page 40 to your table of contents and I will give you the half sheet to tape down for this page. So we're going to continue talking about solving systems of equations by elimination. So we want to line up all of our terms. Then we're going to look for the opposite coefficients that will eliminate one variable. If you can't find some, we're going to make some by multiplying. We're going to eliminate one variable and solve for the other. Then we use that new value and we're going to substitute it into the variable for one of our original equations. We're going to solve for that last variable and then we're going to write our answer as an ordered pair. So let's go ahead and look at this first example. So it says 3y plus x is equal to 4 and y minus 2x is equal to 6. So we can look at that 3y and the y, and they're not the same number, so I want to multiply this second equation by 3 so that they are the same number. So this would be 3y minus 6x is equal to 18, and then our first equation stays the way it is. So since they're the same signs, we're going to subtract to eliminate our y variable. So 3 minus 3, they cancel. That's equal to 0. 1 minus negative 6. So minus a negative turns into a positive 6. So 1 plus 6 is 7x. And then I have 4 minus 18, which gives me negative 14. And then I do the opposite of multiply by 7, which is divide by 7. So here, x is equal to negative 14 divided by 7, which is negative 2. So x is equal to negative 2 for the first system. So now I'm going to go back to one of my original equations. I can use just that first equation. So 3y plus, and then we're going to put our negative 2 in for x. That's equal to 4. So we're going to do the opposite of minus 2. Which is plus 2. So we have 3y is equal to 4 plus 2, which is 6. We do the opposite of multiply by 3, which is divide by 3. So then we have y is equal to 2. So now we have our two parts of our coordinate. So we write our solution as an ordered pair. The x value comes first, the y value comes second. So our solution is negative 2, positive 2. So if you need to pause the video and finish up example 1, go ahead and do that now, please. I'm going to go ahead and look at example 2. So it says solve the system using elimination. So hopefully you notice that these coefficients are already the same, so we get to skip that first step. We don't actually have to multiply by anything. So we can go straight to adding, since we have the opposite sign. So 5x plus 3x is equal to 8x. And then we have negative 32 plus 48. And that gives us 16. So I have 8x equals 16. I need to do the opposite of multiply by 8, which is divide by 8. And x is equal to 16 divided by 8, which is 2. So x is equal to 2. Now we're going to go back to one of our original equations. So we have 5, and we're going to put that 2 as a substitute for x. Minus 6y is equal to negative 32. So now I multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. Bring down your minus 6y, bring down your negative 32. You need to do the opposite of add 10, which is subtract 10. So bring down my negative 6y, and that's equal to negative 32 minus 10, which is negative 42. And then negative 42 divided by negative 6, because we do the opposite of multiply by negative 6. So y is equal to 7. So now we can write our solution as our ordered pair. The x comes first. So we have 2, 7. The y comes second. All right, so example 2 is done. If you need to pause the video and finish up example 2, go ahead and do that now, please. We're going to look at number 3. So notice that we don't have the same coefficient for x or y. So I can multiply this top equation by 5, because when I do that, 5 times 2 is 10x, 5 times 5 is 25y, and that's equal to 5 times 22, which is negative 110. So now we have the same coefficient for both of our x values, and that's very important because that leads us to be able to eliminate them. So since they're the same sign, we're going to subtract. So 10 minus 10, they eliminate. 25 minus 3, that gives me 22y. And then negative 110 plus 22 is equal to negative 88. And then I do the opposite of multiply by 22, which is to divide by 22. Negative 88 divided by 22 is equal to negative 4. So y is equal to negative 4. Once we have one of our variables, we can go back to one of our original equations, 2x plus 5, and we're going to substitute that negative 4 in for the y instead. Okay, so 2x and then negative 4 times 5 is negative 20, and that's equal to negative 22. We need to do the opposite of minus 20, which is plus 20. So 2x is equal to negative 22 plus 20, which is equal to negative 2. And I need to do the opposite of multiply by 2, which is to divide by 2. So x should equal negative 1. Once we have both parts of our solution, we'll go ahead and write that coordinate. So the x comes first, negative 1, and the y comes second, negative 4. So our solution for number 3 is the coordinate negative 1, negative 4. So the whole point is we need to multiply one of those equations by a number if the coefficients are not the same. And you can go ahead and pause the video and get caught up if you need to. We are going to save the word problems for another set of notes. Once you're finished, I will go ahead and give you the assignment that goes along with our Elimination Part 6 practice.